Now that we have the idle animation playing when the character is not moving, we're going to work on grabbing some sprites here from all the imported sprites we made to make a flipbook for a walking animation. So we'll go down to our content browser and we'll look through these different sprites and we'll choose the ones here that seem to be showing movement. Just save them first. And we'll go in and we'll select, let's see, 7 and beyond 7. Let me look a little deeper here. 7 through 10, that should be good. So we're going to right click, we're going to do create flipbook from that selection, and we're going to name this one anim_walk. If we open it up again, we see it's playing at a very high rate because each frame runs only one frame and the frames per second is set to 15. So that's not bad. Could be better. Let's see. If we scroll along here, we can see that there isn't really a good cross frame to get a smooth loop going. So next thing we'll do is let me see, we'll grab this. We'll move it back a little bit. So it's, there we go, 7, 8, 10, 9. 7, 8, 10, 9. Okay, that's not bad. I'll have to add a few more keyframes to this. Also, we want these to run longer than one frame run per hit on the keyframe. So yeah, let's add another keyframe. Let's copy 10 and paste it to the end there. And then we need to add another keyframe. So we'll copy 8. And let's see, we'll go to the top. We'll add a keyframe. Yes, we'll add a keyframe here. We'll paste that in. Now if we hit play, it's moving really quickly, so we need to change. Well, you could change the frames per second, but again, we'll do the frame run. Set these to 2 each, 2 and 2. Now let's see if that works okay when we hit play. Yeah, it's not bad. That'll work for now. So let's see, we'll hit save here. And we'll close this up here. And we'll go to our player character. Let's expand this a little bit. Go to the event graph. When movement is true, we want to do anim walk. Compile and save that. We hit play, and now when we move left and right, we can see it's really fast across that 3D plane, but still it's a decent walking animation. It's believable anyway. And jumping's really high when we hit the button on our Xbox 360 controller. The jump's pretty high, so we're going to have to do a little bit of adjustment now on the character movement component. Let's expand this so we can see some of these properties. Character movement general settings, that should be fine. Let's close that. Walking, this is what we want here. Max step height, 45 is going to be pretty high because we're using tiny pixels, so we'll set that to 3. Walk speed 600, that's what's creating that really fast movement. We'll drop that down to 130. Through testing, I found 130 looks pretty good for this size. Let's see what else we need. We need a jump speed, jump Z velocity, that's the one. We can adjust this value to control how high the character jumps when the player presses the jump button. Higher velocity means higher jump. We'll drop that down to 800. And these are all okay for now. All right. Let's see now if we go to the demo map and we play, and if we move left and right, there we go. That's a pretty believable speed across that distance. And the jump's not bad either. As you can see, there's still no jump animation. It's still sensing a basic movement and it's walking us in midair. But for now, that gives us a pretty good approximation of the jump and idle that we'll use through the rest of the project. To review some of what we've learned here in Module 2, we looked at how to import sprites from a sprite sheet in the content browser. Once those sprites were imported, we looked at how to create a flipbook from them. And with the flipbook, we looked at how to open it in the flipbook editor to adjust the animation properties of the flipbook. We also looked at how to adjust the individual sprites that we imported from the sprite sheet using the sprite editor to change things like the pivot point. We looked at editing player character components in the player character blueprint so that we could adjust things like collision and movement speed. And we looked at the event graph of the player character to adjust basic blueprint animation logic to include our states of walking and idle animations.